What's going on, Mullen fam? This your boy Finesse Monster Activist Bull back at you with another video. If you're new, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to get more content coming from me. In this video, I am here to answer some questions about Mullen's earnings. And a lot of people are expecting it to come out today or in the near term, but I want to go into some details about earnings that you all should know going forward. Me personally, I was not expecting Mullen's earnings to come out today. We've seen numerous times throughout the year where there was notifications that Mullen was going to be putting out earnings on this date and this date and this date, and it hasn't come forward. First, Mullenaires, we're going to take a look into the quarterly dates because I understand that as part of this journey, we also have to learn, and I do not mind teaching what I have learned. It says Q1, first quarter, January 1st through March 31st. That'll be Q1. And Q2, the second quarter will be April 1st through June 30th. Q3, the third quarter will be July 1st to September 30th. Q4, the fourth quarter will be October 1st to December 31st. Now the earnings report, also known as the 10Q filing, when it comes to filing with the SEC, the 10Q down here in the key takeaways, it says it is a comprehensive report of financial performance submitted quarterly by all public companies to the Securities and Exchange Commission. The Form 10Q contains financial statements, management discussion and analysis disclosures, and internal controls for the previous quarter. The companies must file their 10Qs 40 to 45 days after the end of their quarters, depending on the size of their public float. And knowing what 10Qs are now, we're going to take a look at the filings here for Mullen Automotive and find out when the last 10Q was submitted to be filed. Here on the first page of their filings, I don't see a 10Q over here. Let's go to the second page. Still no 10Q. When was the last time Mullen filed a 10Q? It was back in August. Remember this date. Mullen Automotive filed their 10Q earnings on August 12th with the Securities and Exchange Commission. When can we expect an update from Mullen Automotive in regards to this? So failure to meet Form 10Q filing deadline says when a company fails to file a 10Q by the filing deadline, it must use a non-timely NT filing, and NT filing must explain why the deadline has not been achieved, and it gives the company an additional 5 days to file. Companies are required to submit an NT 10Q to request the extension and explain the delay, which Mullen Automotive did not have an NTQ filing in there. Also, as long as a company has a reasonable explanation, the SEC will allow late filings within a specified time period. Common reasons why companies are not able to file on time include mergers and acquisitions, corporate litigation, and ongoing review by corporate auditors, or lingering effects from a bankruptcy. Mullen definitely had some mergers and acquisitions following August 12th, which was the last time they submitted for earnings. I see that Mullen Automotive acquired Elms. That's an acquisition there. They acquired Elms back in October. And then also, Mullen also acquired Bollinger Motors, interest in Bollinger Motors. That was back in September. So that's another acquisition there. And the last point says a 10Q filing is considered timely if it is filed within this extension. Failure to comply with this extended deadline results in consequences, including the potential loss of the SEC registration, removal from stock exchanges, and legal ramifications. So that NT filing with the SEC only accounts for an additional 5 days for a company to process a 10Q earnings report with the SEC, in which Mullen Automotive hasn't done that yet either. But when it comes to the point where I read about mergers and acquisitions being a reason a company would be late on filings, I had to look into that and really think about why David Mishry and Mullen Automotive would take the hits on missing key deadlines for filing. Now, this is the highlights, Mullen fam. Is Mullen Automotive about to drop a 10K filing with the SEC that includes all of this year's mergers, acquisitions, and partnerships that they've been doing? What is a 10K? It's the annual report on Form 10K, provides a comprehensive overview of the company's business and financial condition and includes audited financial statements. Although similarly named, the annual report on Form 10K is distinct from the annual report to shareholders, which a company must send to its shareholders when it's holding an annual meeting to elect directors. Now, don't get 10Q and 10K mixed up, guys. The 10Q is the quarterly report, and the 10K is the annual report. Right here it says, the exact filing dates depend on the organization's fiscal year, but it is necessary to file 3 10Q reports each year. A 10Q for the final quarter of the year is not required. After the fourth quarter, a company files Form 10K, an annual report instead. This report, unlike the 10Q, is audited and tends to contain more details. So let's double back on the dates real quick. It says quarter 4 would be reported between October 1st and December 31st. You know, that deadline is in a few days, and that is not required when they're doing a 10K. But wait a minute, if quarter 3 was from July 1st to September 30th, and Mullen filed a 10Q between that time in August, that means they didn't miss quarter 3 earnings. And with all that being said, Mullen fam, this 10K that was due here in a couple days on December 29th would have been for fiscal year ending on September 30th, which Mullen Automotive did not have to do because they submitted a 10Q earnings report back in August, which I showed you guys already. But however, this 10Q earnings report, we have one coming up due on January 17th. So that would be for the period of November 30th, which would actually cover quarter 4's earnings report that, like I said, would be due January 17th, which is a critical date because that's a couple days before the shareholder meeting, which was moved from December 23rd to now January 19th, 2 days before the earnings report for quarter 4 is due. Another thing to keep in mind of as far as the dates is that the fails to deliver, there will be a new batch of fails to delivers updated towards the end of this month, revealing the December fails to delivers. We're still currently only tracking the November fails to delivers, but however, keep your eye on that coming towards the end of this month. And how do I know that? Because straight off the SEC's website, it says fails to deliver data availability. The first half of a given month is available at the end of the month, and the second half of a given month is available at about the 15th of the next month. So let's look out for this first half of the December FTDs coming up. Yes, we talking naked shorts within the stock. That's all I got for this video. I hope I didn't confuse you guys too much. I know I probably confused myself, but I just wanted to get that information out to you all so you all are aware and prepared moving forward, because there has been a lot of confusion about earnings report dates, with a lot of dates coming out throughout the year, here and there, but nothing was announced for that. So we want to clarify that a little bit more here on this channel. So share this video with somebody else. Hope y'all find this information valuable. Stay charged up. As always, don't feed the fear, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm gone. Go. Blessed in abundance. Look who raised from the dungeon. Still come through in the clutch.